Good morning, everybody. Payneblade back here again from Server 1, representing ISC and Tribes Lab. And guys, today we're going to be covering the new FG Master Level. So you guys saw my snapshot at the beginning of my percentage, 99.76, and the sliver of health that Kakashi had. Unfortunately, because I'm at work right now, I had to auto the other 4 attempts. I ended up getting 80% with auto. But what I wanted to do today, guys, is not show you the attempt itself, because I've done all my attempts at that 99.76%. Was being my highest, so I'll get it tomorrow. It's not a big deal. What I wanted to show you guys is the team that I used, and shout out to Blue and everybody else that's finished this. This is actually a very easy FG if you have the proper setup. So what I'm going to do, guys, is go over my team, why I set it up the way I did, and how you could do the same thing if you have the proper units and the replacements you could use in order to finish this FG. So a lot of you are now still stuck at level 75 because you just got there. A lot of you have moved up because you saved EXP. So some of you maybe are in the 80 to 89. Some of you are even the 90s and above. So here's what we're going to end up doing. I'm going to go to teams. I'm going to show you the team that I used to actually get that percentage. And it was honestly a really easy FG. So you guys should be able to do this. So here's my team setup, okay? So the first thing, there's a couple key essential pieces to this team for FG, and everybody should at this point be getting these units up because every FG at this point has required them, okay? So the first key element is Haku. Haku, the reason why you want him is he does defense down for T units, and with his limit break too, he has damage reduction rate for T units as well too. So he's giving you a double debuff on T units, okay? He's doing the defense down and the damage reduction rate down, okay? Now, his damage reduction rate down is only useful until Kieran does his special, and then his damage reduction rate is useless because debuffs do not stack. I'll make a video about what debuffs, buffs, and status effects are as well, just to help you guys out. So the Force team, you actually want to have Haku first, so he does his skill 2. His skill 2 raises the attack of all A units by I think like 20-something%, so it's super high, and you want to proc that skill. So reset if you don't get that skill to proc. The second two characters you want them to be as strong as possible. You want them both to be A units. So I have my CM2 and I have my Naruto. And the reason why I have those two there is I want to maybe get off a stun with CM2, plus his S2 does 50% more damage when he has a lot of HP, 50% and up. So as the first team to attack, you want his S2 to go off as well. And same with Naruto, he raises attack and defense. So that is the initial team, but the key there is Haku, and you essentially want him to definitely go off with his skill 2. If not, I suggest resetting the game till he does have it, or raise the vitality to level 20 so it's maxed out. It'll proc more often. Okay, so Spirit is your main damaging team. They're your go-to one-shot team. They are your co-op team as well. So the team always consists of the following 3 units. Boruto, because for his skill 2, he raises attack for the rest of the battle for the entire cell, so definitely you want that to go off. Kakashi, because of his instant jutsu, and you want him to crit. And Hebi, of course, also crit. Now here's the catch. If you have Hebi and you don't have Sai, Sai is a key element to any FG team at this point. Sai will give enough uh, chakra to give both Hebi and Kakashi the ability to Jitsu the first time around. That is huge, guys. Before you weren't able to do that if you didn't have Sai. If you have Sai now at his level 75 LB2, he'll actually give enough. So he gives chakra every turn to every single cell. So he'll give enough for Kakashi and Hebi, but Boruto is also key because you want that extra attack. So you put Boruto first to raise the attack with his skill 2, then use Kakashi and Hebi to Jitsu, and that will almost kill Naruto. Okay, your energy cell, you start off with Kirin, or in this case, you can put in Sarada if you want as well. Itachi in there for me personally, you can use Kiba. Kiba's fantastic. He will do instant jutsu there as well too, and you can actually take full advantage of that jutsu and do about 700k if you have your Kiba at least at 40,000 or 45,000. Okay, so Kirin's there for 2 purposes. Number 1, he gives attack up and damage increase rate up to that cell because they're active allies. And then secondly, he's going to do his Jitsu, which will actually automatically give you the damage rate reduction down that's higher than Haku's. And so it'll hit both units. Both units will suffer from that, and his damage rate reduction will make you hit harder. The second unit, like I said, should be either Kiba, which also gives attack, so you're going to buff on that as well too, so stacks with Kirin's. And then lastly you have, and he does instant jutsu, and lastly you have Sai. Now Sai is such a key part of any FG team, guys. He actually raises enough jutsu for spirit and energy cell to do jitsus for both if you have Heavy and Kakashi, and also you'll have energy completely ready to do jitsus as well. So you're going to have a full energy team of jitsus. So once that procs off, your next team is Force. Now all three of those characters will also do their jitsu. So at this point, you should have killed Naruto and either hit Kakashi with one or two of your character's jitsus. Okay? And then lastly, your spirit team will finish off Kakashi with their co-op. That's the way this works. So again, Haku, key element, Boruto, key element, Kakashi, heavy, key elements. You can put CM2 for heavy if you want, but you won't hit as hard. Or you can put in another, you can put Itachi in there as well too. Again, you won't hit as hard. And energy cell, Kiba is key. Kirin or Dedera are key. You can actually even use Shikamaru if you want to do damage rate reduction at 50% to kill Naruto faster. And Sai is 100% key, guys. Sai, if you don't have Sai, you could use Tsunade. She will give you enough chakra for that cell only, though. And you guys will be able to jitsu with that cell, but you won't be able to jitsu with your spirit cell the first time around. So get Sai up. If you haven't seen it, watch my video. That's the way this is going to work out. So you should be able to pull off enough damage to S rank this, or at least at the very minimum, if your characters aren't high enough, you'll get an A rank. So take a look at this team, guys. If you have any questions in terms of replacements, so put it on the comment section. I will do my best to give you guys exactly what you need in terms of getting your team ready. Shout out to Blue. Blue's also posted his video of finishing it, but his ninjas are almost all maxed out because he had enough resources to do so. I think he's close to 700k at this power. I don't have that luxury, unfortunately, because of my showcases. I try to use it all to give you guys showcases of all characters. But right now, if you want to watch Blue's video, you can do that as well too. Shout out to him for finishing it, and other people who are now on their way to finishing it as well too. I'll get there tomorrow, but I hope this video will help you guys understand how to finish this. Now, the next coming video, there was a request from Gotham, who was part of the live collaboration, to actually create a video talking about how debuffs, buffs, and status effects work. So I will actually go ahead and cover that as well too. I think I've covered it before in a different video called the FAQ video, but it wasn't specifically for that. We'll make a specific video to cover it all, and we'll go over everything that each one does and how they work. So maybe it'll help with some misconceptions. All right, guys, this is Payne. I hope you enjoyed the video. Good luck on your FGs. I hope you guys kill it, and congratulations to those who got the Alliance Team Battle rewards. They're amazing. I hope you guys use it. And remember, guys, the token, the Akatsuki logo, is not your personal logo. It is your icon for your actual alliance. So go into the alliance icon and change it. Ask your leader to do so. All right, guys, have a wonderful, Thursday today. We'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.